Definitely cold. Freezing. Let's see what's going on. There's our freezer. And there is no heat coming off. Going out on low pressure, and we're gonna have to add some refrigerant to this. It could be just because of cold weather, but I kind of doubt that considering that the freezer is still going. So let's find out, get our gauges connected, but I already know we're gonna have to add some refrigerant. Yeah, let's get started. So trade cords are both leaking. See, and here. So we're gonna replace both of them, and I'll show you the tool we're gonna need to get that done. All right, so today we're gonna be replacing the cores that are inside here, and we're gonna be using this tool. This is the core removal, shredder core removal kit. I'm going to put one of the caps back on the high side since that's the one leaking the most until we're ready. Okay, so the way this works is there is the shredder core remover right there. It spins, so you loosen that up, you tighten this on, and then you pull this end out, right? And then you close this, and that turns off the refrigeration flow into the unit. You take this off, or into the tool, and your shredder core will be right there. Put the new one in, slide it back, and then everything's good. So we're going to start on the low side first. And you can just hear that refrigerant flowing. Getting that pipe out of the way. Now, I normally don't wear gloves when I'm dealing with refrigerant. Mainly for the reason if that core were to fail, or any of these fittings were fail, and I had my hands inside here, it could literally freeze the glove up and get stuck to your skin. Whereas if you have bare skin and it freezes up, you can easily put that on some type of heat source or whatever, and it dissipates that refrigerant or that cool refrigerant on your hands. Whereas the gloves a lot of times will freeze up if bad enough and make the situation worse. But I'm not too worried about that today. So push this in, right? And we're gonna go counterclockwise. And I like to just push it in again and just see if it's good, right? Now you're gonna close your valve, and the shredder core should be there. Yep. So it's good to have these cores with you. And some people just tighten them, and a lot of times you can just do that if you don't have these cores with you or if you don't have this tool. But it's just if they're leaking, it's better to just replace it. That way you don't have to worry about it. So we're gonna put this on right here. Let this all the way out. This. Put this in. Make sure it's tight. Let go. Insert. Now you're going to tighten, tighten, tighten. And the way you know it's seated in there is you'll notice it's not pushing back out. When that core is still loose, it'll push it out, this back end of your tool right back out. It's getting tight right there. All right. Now if everything works correctly, no more leaking. All right. We're going to do the same thing on the high side. Counterclockwise. All right. Huh. Let's see what's going on. So I finally got that core out. It was in there pretty, binded up in there pretty tight for whatever reason. It just wouldn't come undone. All right, so now I'm gonna loosen it up, put it back in there. I feel it getting tight already. Take it. There it goes. All right, that lets me know that it's seated good. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. One of the things I always do is come back and just give it a little extra turn just to make sure that it is seated really, really good. All right, there you go. All right, now we're good. And then that's pretty much it. So if you have Schrader cores that are leaking on your service valve, this tool is very handy. Very, very handy to have. And yeah, everyone should carry it in their tool bag. But anyways, that's a fast way to replace it. Like I said, some people just tighten it up, but I like to replace them because it's so cheap to replace the Schrader core valves. The Schrader core valves once they start leaking like that, and not have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about refrigerant leaking out after you replace it. It's kind of peace of mind.